This film certainly promises many magical moments. Welcome to Watch Mojo UK, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 things to remember before seeing Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald.
Before we begin...
Still waiting on your Hogwarts letter? Then be sure to check out our network-wide Harry Potter week from November 12th to 18th. In the lead up to Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald, Ms. Mojo, Watch Mojo, and WMUK will be releasing a whole slew of new videos about your favourite boy wizard and all the fantastic beasts your non-muggle heart desires, such as Watch Mojo's another top 10 differences between Harry Potter movies and books,
I'm the Half-Blood Prince,
and Ms. Mojo's top 10 Harry Potter actors who were replaced in the sequels.
When in doubt, I find retracing my steps to be a wise place to begin.
For this list, we're looking at the most interesting and exciting facts that have emerged about the forthcoming second film in J.K. Rowling's Fantastic Beasts series. Number 10, it's back to Hogwarts. The first Fantastic Beasts film introduced Potterheads to new parts of Rowling's fictional world, but the sequel offers a welcome return to everyone's favourite wizarding school. As well as the Great Hall, the trailers show us Albus Dumbledore as we've never seen him before, a teacher at Hogwarts rather than its headmaster.
If you'd ever had the pleasure to teach him, you'd know Newt is not a great follower of orders.
We also get a flashback to Newt's days as a student, so hopefully the film will provide more insight into why he was expelled.
What Mr. Scamander fears above everything else is...
having to work in an office, sir.
Plus, the new time period has allowed designers to give the costumes a medieval tweak, with changes to the trim and hood colours. Swish. Number 9, Jacob's back. At the end of the first film, Dan Fogler's lovable no-match Jacob Kowalski had the memory of his adventures erased, but there were hints that the process might not have been entirely effective. Now Jacob is set to be reunited with Newt, and it looks like the New York baker is in for a rough ride.
Are you going somewhere?
No, we're going somewhere.
Jeez.
In addition to meeting more of Newt's friends, Jacob will have a variety of magical encounters, some good, some not so good, including his first experience travelling via Portkey. It's all good fun for us, maybe not so much for Jacob himself.
You don't suffer from motion sickness, do you?
I don't do well on boats.
You'll be fine.
Number 8, Love is in the Air. In film 1, Newt carried around a photograph of Letta Lestrange. For the follow-up, we're set to meet her in the flesh. Eddie Redmayne has revealed the pair had a special bond as Hogwarts students, but now Letta is engaged to Newt's brother, Theseus. Surely that won't make things awkward, will it? Add to that Newt's budding relationship with Tina and the infatuation of his new assistant Bunty, and things could get spicy. Director David Yates even called The Crimes of Grindelwald the most sensual of Rowling's films to date. Number 7, there are baby Nifflers. First introduced in The Goblet of Fire, Nifflers are mischievous creatures with a magpie-like attraction to shiny objects. Newt helped us all to understand just how troublesome these pilfering pests could be in the first film when his escaped from his suitcase.
Excuse me.
But the sequel is upping the ante. Redmayne is reportedly smitten with baby Nifflers, saying his favourite scene to shoot featured the young creatures.
There's now an entire family of scene stealers.
In part, it was due to the fact that his daughter was 15 months old at the time, and the Nifflers apparently reminded the actor of his child. Number 6, the Nagini plot twist. Potterheads have long believed that Nagini, Voldemort's companion and Horcrux, is more than just an ordinary snake. And the trailers of The Crimes of Grindelwald have confirmed it, showing she was once a woman subject to a maledictus curse that turned her into an animal. The casting choice and wider implications of this reveal have stirred up a fair bit of controversy, but we remain curious to see where J.K. Rowling and David Yates take the character. Posters reveal that Nagini is aiding a fugitive, and this renegade appears to be none other than Credence Barebone, who somehow survived the magical explosion at the end of the first Fantastic Beasts film.
I want to know who I am.
Number 5, Nicolas Flamel.
Nicolas Flamel? Who's Nicolas Flamel? I don't know.
Remember him? Fans will obviously recall Flamel as the alchemist referred to in the very first Harry Potter book. Inspired by the 14th century scholar, Flamel is the only real-life person ever to feature in J.K. Rowling's Wizarding series.
Of course, here it is. Nicolas Flamel is the only known maker of the Philosopher's Stone.
The what?
And so, in the Crimes of Grindelwald, Dumbledore tells Newt about a Parisian safe house, and there is speculation that this very place might be the home of Flamel. He and Dumbledore are friends after all.
You don't look a day over 375.
That isn't so bad when you consider the real Flamel would have been around 600 years old at this time. Number 4, first stop, Paris. A cryptic tweet by J.K. Rowling once suggested that each Fantastic Beasts film will be set in a different country, and the Crimes of Grindelwald supports that notion as it is going to take us to France, with Paris featuring heavily in the film's trailers, from the Eiffel Tower to the Circus Arcanus. It seems that French wizarding life may not be so different from that in the UK though, with insiders reporting that Paris has its own version of Diagon Alley, which is accessed through the base of a statue. Number 3, Dumbledore vs. Grindelwald. Potterheads know that these two magical heavyweights are destined to duel in the Fantastic Beasts series.
But the old ways serve us no longer.
Whilst that showdown is unlikely to take place in film 2, we can still expect to see the men's relationship explored, and it is certainly a complex one considering the wizards share a romantic past.
I take it you've heard the rumors. Grindelwald had a vision that he would rise to dominance over the wizarding world.
Jude Law has revealed that Grindelwald sits at the center of Dumbledore's desires, as shown when Hogwarts' future headmaster looks into the mirror of Erised.
I cannot move against Grindelwald.
So how much will their relationship feature in the film? Only time will tell. Number 2, new magic and new creatures. In addition to the Maledictus blood curse, the Crimes of Grindelwald promises to introduce us to many new magical spells and phenomena, from what appears to be a floating, teleporting glove to this novel way of walking through walls. Of course, in keeping with the title of the series, there will be new creatures to accompany old favourites like the Nifflas and the Bowtruckle. Newt will have to deal with the Chinese Zou, along with Rowling's own favourite, the shape-shifting Kelpie, of which the Loch Ness Monster is reportedly an example. Good luck with that. Number 1, the Sibling Rivalry. Finally, let's not forget another new character in the Crimes of Grindelwald, Newt's brother, Theseus. He's a former war hero and the current head of Auror Office. But whilst the two siblings are set to fight together against Gellert Grindelwald, brotherly love is seemingly in short supply. The love triangle with Letta Lestrange is an obvious source of friction, and the two brothers have apparently followed very different paths in life. Judging by the way Newt reacts when Tina ties up Theseus, we get the impression that their dynamic throughout the film will continue to be a complicated one.
That's your brother?
I think that might have been the best moment of my life.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo UK and subscribe for more great content.